It's time for your Monday morning hangout. What's happening, everyone? Please don't be distracted by this beautiful baby. Yeah, that baby's real. Look at that, Jack. Oh, you made the baby more. The first time the baby ever cried, it looked at Jack. Here you go. Here you go. All right. So, hey, buddy, I'm so fired up. We have to tell everyone what happened this weekend in Atlanta. So, I want you to wrap your head around that and kind of try and give everyone a summary of what went down. I mean, you got to be so excited, man. I mean, this is your dream. This is your baby. All these years you put it to work, and I think that Atlanta was really kind of the pinnacle of everything you've been working for, right?
Well, yeah, but yes, you're absolutely right, and
So far.
I'm very emotional still about what took place over the weekend. It was an amazing event, but Clark, it's my dream, but it's everyone else's dream involved. That's the only way that this has happened, and as it is happening and growing around the world. From everybody at our corporate team, from all the distributors, all of us are together. All the leadership, everyone's together on the same page, and that's the only way that this happens.
Yeah, I get that, and I appreciate your humility, but honestly, this was born in your mind one day. This was born out of you not wanting to be in corporate America. This was born out of a vision that you had, and of course we need all the people, and I think everyone really, truly understands that, but, as the guy that birthed this thing, I sat back and I watched you in Atlanta, and I had the opportunity to look at the happiness on you and just sitting there as a proud guy saying, you know what? It worked. It worked. And that's the point that I want everyone to understand, because everyone's in that same position. That's the opportunity that Total Life Changes gives to people. Say if they're fed up with their job and they don't want to go off and work and have a 9-to-5. Jaleel Coleman said something that I thought was very powerful. He said, I never want a man to tell me when I can leave again. I never want a man to tell me when I can use the restroom again. So that's what Total Life Changes is providing, is this opportunity. So before we get into much more, I want to say this. For all the distributors that are out there watching right now, this is for you. We want this to go viral. We want this video to be shared with people who are looking at this opportunity as a potential for them to be freed up from all the frustrations that they have in life as it relates to not earning enough income, not having the freedom that they want, not being able to stay at home and work and do what we have the privilege of doing. So feel free, everyone, to share this. We're going to be open, we're going to be honest, we're going to be truthful, we're going to be genuine and sincere, especially me, because, Jack, as you know, these hangouts for me have been kind of a mouthpiece for me to speak to the distributors out there that are kind of on the fence, because you know it as well as I do, not everyone is fully vested into this opportunity. I think people kind of come in here guarded a little bit, and they're kind of sitting back like this, like, is this real? I mean, do you agree with that statement?
Well, absolutely. I mean, that across the board, worldwide, people always we're known. We're human beings, right? We always put our toe in. There's very few that just jump in the water, and I think Daryl did a great job explaining that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, geez, you can't say enough of what was taking place on that stage. It was magical. I mean, people were coming up to me and asking me, "Are these guys paid speakers?" Because they just nail it. It's a truly magical, inspirational event that it was. I mean, Clark, it got you in tears. It got me in tears. I think most people in the room were crying at some point when they were relating the stories, relating the speakers. There's no words that can compare to. You can put the event into words. It was amazing.
We have a group of people, especially that young group, and Taylor said something really funny, and I hope people appreciate this. She came up to me after she heard the 30 and under speak. She looked at me and she was serious. She said, "Do all black people speak that good?" And I thought it was so funny. And I said, well, at least at Total Life Changes, that's the case, because every person that stepped on that stage, there was not one shed of fear, there was not one shed of nervousness, because people were coming from their heart. They were speaking what was inside of them, waiting to be poured out. And when that poured out, it was really like a wave of emotion that hit everyone in different phases. And I literally had to walk backstage. I grabbed Jaleel and I hugged him and I cried and I cried. And I went backstage and I said, people need to hear this emotion right now. You know, and as much as we want to be guarded and cool and all that, I said, screw it. I put that video up, and you guys need to watch it if you haven't seen it yet, because that's how much I was moved, and I've been around powerful speakers in my life. So with that said, I want to make a confession to you, Jack, and I want to make a confession to some of the leaders. You know, you and I go way back, and this is for the people who are kind of sitting there not sure if this is something they want to jump into fully. I came back to this company with the intention of helping you in an area where you needed help. You said, Clark, we want to do this fitness thing. We want to be complete. And I wanted to do that. But as a guy that's been around this industry for a long time, as a guy that's been, you know, told a bunch of great stuff and seen leaders that aren't really truly leaders, I kind of had that little guarded approach. I was sitting back, and that's honestly why I didn't speak in Atlanta, because I wanted to really get a good feeling for the leadership in their true, you know, desires and intentions as it relates. Are they money motivated or are they people motivated? Because I'm people motivated, you're people motivated, and I know you won't surround yourself with anyone who is not, but I needed to experience it for myself. So I talked to Stormy Wellington. She said, Clark, this is not a convention for me, this is conviction. So when I heard her speak, I got convicted. Stormy, you convicted me, because I am a believer now that you are fully vested in this for the people. Is money important? Heck yeah, money's important. That's the only way you can help people, because she's freeing people financially. Kenny Lloyd, when I heard you speak, sir, I was convicted, because you are in this for the people. You are helping thousands of people around the world have freedom, have the things that they've always wanted in life. So now, Jack, I'm telling you, as the CEO and the owner and my friend, I am 100% committed to your vision, to the vision of the leaders, to the vision of this company. So not that I wasn't, you know, really in all the way, but now I'm a believer in every leader you have. I met Armand for the first time face to face, and I had a chance to talk with him. I'm in this thing. Do we all agree on everything all the time? No. We're all going to have, you know, like you say, we're humans. So anyway, I'm not going to go off on that. So I want the distributors that are listening right now that have been like this to go, Clark, you've been my ears. I've trusted you so far. I want you to trust me now, because if you weren't there, you need to go. That's why it's so important to be at events, man, right?
Oh, the events. I mean, there's a lot of people that told me they couldn't make the event, and I understand there's always circumstances in lives, but every event you gotta be at, because what just happened to you, Clark, happens to people over and over. That's why it's so important for Uno 2, which is in Peru. Now, Peru is not an easy task to get to, but you got to get there. You got to see how the international is affected. You got to see how all of South America is going to be there, and you're going to, even if you're not part of the, if speaking or you don't understand Spanish, you got to get to that event, because the energy and the air is just amazing. Then Miami, you got to get your ticket early, because, you know, we're expecting obviously double, triple the crowd that we have in Atlanta. So you please trust me. It's an investment in yourself to get to these events, because of what you're going to learn, feel, experience. You're going to feel every emotion. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You're going to be sad. You're going to be happy, and that's what it is. That's what we're doing on this earth. Helping
you're
people
dance too.
You're going to dance, and I hope a lot of people got to see some of Clark's moves. He is from the streets of Ohio. So yeah, you're gonna dance. You're gonna. I mean, Clark, you're right, man. It was just an unbelievable event. You got to get to these events. You got to shake these people's hands. You got to be around that energy, because it's once in a lifetime. I mean, if we keep going, I'll start crying again. That's how it just made such an impression on me.
Yeah. So we got a lot to tell people what happened. I know we've been doing these posts, and we have graphics that have gone up. The magazine, that magazine is insane. That thing, good job to Success Partners and Mark and Mary Jo and Scott and everyone who contributed to that. That thing will rival any magazine on the bookshelves today. And that's all about total life changes. It's all about the people in this company that have had really total life changes. So can you speak about that a little bit and how people can benefit from using that?
Absolutely. There's going to be training on that magazine, how to use that as a prospecting tool. But the point I want to get across on this hangout is that we're going to continue to invest as a company. You're going to see new software coming down the line. You're going to see second and third generation magazines. That was the first one we launched. We're launching a Spanish one. That's going to be, if not, I think it's being worked on in the background right now. That's very important because of obviously all of South America and Central America. So everything that we're doing, I think Clark, if you look back, I think you and Mark and Johnny and Rosa, Armand, we've probably all talked about this in the last 8 years, and you know what I mean. So what you're saying is correct. I think all of us saw this and we dreamt it and we knew that we had to implement this, and now it's happening. We're living our dreams. So we're not going to stop. I mean, we're just going to continuously invest into making this company look, feel, and just be home forever. So that's our goal, continuous improvement.
Yeah, and we do look and feel like a billion-dollar company like Kenny keeps talking about. You know, we owe a lot of that to Mark Armentano for all of his hard work and effort. Sometimes I think we kind of, Mark gets because he works in his home office. So I just want to give a big shout-out to him right now. And I saw a lot of his graphics, and one graphic in particular that I want to bring up, and this is a segue, is the Slim PM. We launched a new product at the event, right? And so talk about that. I was looking at some of the research. Arginine is a fantastic product. It's often overlooked. There are a lot of companies that are doing great things with arginine in our space and outside of that space. So you're right on track with introducing this product. So give them an overview of how this works and how it can benefit them.
Well, you're right, and we as a company, and I think you know this, and I think you preach this as well, is that we have to always be cutting edge with our products, our everything that we have as far as the back office, and that product is so unique because yes, you do look at the ingredients, but what that doctor he did when he formulated it is he said, listen, these are great ingredients. How can we get the best benefit with these ingredients? And obviously, it fits with us because we don't have anything that you would take at night. And guess what? You're usually sleeping anywhere from 4 to 10 hours, and your body is wanting something, and it's a perfect time to help it lose weight and do the things that product's designed to do. So it was just a perfect fit for us. We're very, very excited. We're going to have calls with the formulator to help educate what the product does for you because it's one of those products that is different than most of our products where you take it and you go to sleep. So we want you to get those results, but you're sleeping. You will get the results probably within a week or two, but it's not one of those you're going to feel because obviously you're sleeping. So that's a trick. That's a trick to that product. So a perfect fit for us. So we're very excited about it.
Well, I was in the back of the room when the doctor was up there speaking about it, and I was standing to someone, I can't remember who it was, and I looked at her and I said, what are they trying to push me out of the company? Because if we come out with all these great products, what need do we have for Mr. Fitness over here? So, again, that's another segue into this next comment I want to make. We didn't have the opportunity to really release it at the event like we planned on because it was so packed full of things. It went late anyway. So again, it was fortunate that we didn't force this in there because I think it deserves a better introduction. So I want me and you to talk about the gym bag that we've been discussing, the fact that we're going to have something. Now, if you're a prospect and you're looking at this and you say, oh, you're pills and potions, and you've not talked about workout. Well, I'm the workout guy. You can Google me, Clark Bartram, and I have, with the permission of Jack Fallon here, Jack said, go off and get us the best exercise device you can get us. So we have the gym bag, which is 5 resistance bands, 3 toning loops, a door attachment, a DVD that I'm working on now, a fitness ball, and access to me every day through private messaging and Facebook saying, hey, how do I use this? What should I do? I'm posting videos all the time on exercise. Now we have a product that people can exercise in the privacy of their own home. All they need is a door in this gym bag. They have the DVD and just a little bit of energy, which we have all the products to help them do that. So we really covered the whole entire gamut as it relates to someone having total life changes, from the products to the personal development to the relationships. Now, fitness products that everybody can use, man, woman, child, grandma, grandpa, because I made the program scalable for everybody. So I'm really excited about that, Jack, and I want to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to have the freedom to bring in these products that I know are necessary in this space because of the people that are watching saying, you're not really a health and wellness company, you don't work out.
Well, you're right. I mean, Clark, I look at other companies, non-MLM or MLM companies, and you know as well as I do, there's a lot more to working out or losing weight than just being that you look in the mirror. We want to have inside and out. We want your insides to be healthy and then your outsides to be healthy. So whatever we do, that's what we're basing it on. So for example, if you're losing weight or you are taking something to lose weight, what's the number one thing that suffers? Your skin. That's why we have skin care. Again, and then you go back into working out. You have to work out to work the. It's not even about losing weight. It's a total health package. So working out's part of it. That's part of your role, obviously, as you know. And we're going to continue to grow from that. We're going to continuously improve that gym bag, the DVDs, and always be cutting edge as far as that's concerned as well. So it's just another piece of the puzzle that we've always wanted to do, and we launched it. But again, we know that we're going to continuously improve it.
So people want to buy that, and we won't say a price yet because I don't think we figured it out, but I want to let everyone know it will be available either by the end of this week or the beginning of next week, because we just really want to figure some details out as it relates to the pricing and all of that sort of thing. So with that said, the next segue is into this, and it's a continuation of the exercise theme. If the gym bag isn't enough, I'm doing the TLC Fit Tour where I'm going to different cities, state by state, city by city, and walking into a conference room, and we're having fun. We're working out. You leave the suits and ties behind. I'm going to post up a video after this showing a little highlight of what happened in Philadelphia, what happened here in San Diego. People love the TLC Fit Tour. This is going to have me, Jack, traveling all over the world and sharing this message of exercise, sharing the message of total life changes in a non-formal environment where you feel free to invite people from the gym, you feel free to invite neighbors, and all of those people who are on the fringe that are looking, going, is this for real? Well, I promise you this. Come to my event one time. If the other events are great, but they're more business focused. This is about exercise. This is about fun. This is about bring the babies and let them cry. This is about bring everybody who said, I don't want to do this, and let me do what I do. Let me do what I do, and I'll show you that we're all about making total life changes. So the Fit Tour is coming to a town near you, and we just really need to decide, Jack, how to make that the best use of my time, because I'm not looking to go, I'll go anywhere. But I know you guys want me to maximize my time saying, Clark, we don't want you to lead just for one person. We know you'll do it, but we want you to have 50, 60 people in a room, so we're maximizing, investment of money. That's a concern, investment of your time, and so that city can get the most out of all of the efforts that we're all putting in this collectively. So I want you to come to one of these. Scott was at one, and we had a great time in Philly, so that's really exciting to me as well. So thanks again for that opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, Miami, what are the dates? You mentioned it. What are the dates for Miami?
I think I know they're working on the dates. I know it's first quarter, obviously. It's February. But it's a very, very important event, again, because now if you look at our calendar, February event, that launch is 2016. So you got to be there. This is, we're going to obviously launch a new product, so it's crucial to be there, to feel the energy, to feel the love, that everything that we have going on. But also, it's 2016. It's prime time. January to June is prime time MLM. I mean, that's just, there's no way around it. So you got to get there. Absolutely.
So with that said, Jack, I want to give you the final word. Hey, I do want to say something else. And it might be weird saying it on here, but you guys, we have a YouTube page that is chock full of so many great videos. You got to go to our YouTube page. I mean, I have tons of exercise videos on there. I have these Monday morning mindsets that I do for the company, which is really catching on, and a lot of people like it. And so make sure you're on our corporate Total Life Changes Facebook page, and then you also find the corporate YouTube page, because We need you to be informed about everything. There's so many different websites or Facebook pages that are out there. My goal is to unify everybody to come to that one page, our headquarters page on Facebook. That way you know you're not missing out on all of the stuff that we're doing to keep you informed, to keep you motivated and encouraged. So with that said, Jack, I want you to have the closing words, and let's send people off and just keep this enthusiasm and excitement moving forward.
All right, Clark. Yeah, that's TLC HQ on Facebook. But I do appreciate every walking human being that just walked through those doors and just experienced what we experienced. It was just truly amazing. It is a dream come true, but it's all of our dreams because they're coming together, and it's global. I mean, geez, we had so many representations of different countries there, and I think we're going to do the same thing in Peru, the same thing in Miami. You build event to event, and the event is just that explosion of emotion and energy happens at that event because everyone's working event to event. So you got to get there. I appreciate the corporate team, the girls that were working the store, customer service there, the design team. Everybody that like you say, it's not always easy and fun. And then when I seen Scott and Mary Jo's face, and I know Mark was via text, that it's almost like you gave birth. You're like, oh my God, finally, everything that we worked so hard and it came out right. So I appreciate every one of you guys, working those long hours to make sure this thing was a hit. And I know all the distributors feel the same way, and the leadership. So until next week, I want to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart, and have a terrific week. We'll see you next week.
See you guys. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate your time,
Thank
buddy.
you.
All right, bye-bye.